technical difficulties on Facebook. It's always some drama with Meta. They are really dancing on my nerves.
Dancing on our heads.
Yeah, so now we're coming live to you here on my IG page. So
and we'll just tag the branded pages.
So hello everybody.
Welcome back. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Oh, this is
Happy
our first
New Year
time
to you
meeting
guys.
here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
So we were on like hiatus.
A brief hiatus. We're gonna have to talk about it though.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine.
So listen, we just went live just to give you guys a teaser about what we were going to discuss. We just viewed a dating show. You know that red balloon pop? It was something similar to that, and
It is
was
that. Yeah.
She didn't pop a balloon though.
It's just for the seniors. It's that show, but they made it for seniors.
So nevertheless, this beautiful woman who is 70 years old
Doesn't look it.
decided she didn't want to date this particular
Black
gentleman.
on Friday.
That's right.
She didn't want to date him, and her reason, when pressed by the host why she didn't want to date him, is because of his height. She wasn't nasty. She just said he was just his height. So, and the audience and the comments were going wild. They were eating her up alive, saying it. At 70 years old, she should be happy that anybody is alive and can drive at night. And how dare she? And
Those are pretty ignorant comments.
yeah,
Yeah.
especially because they were coming from people who were from when I was viewing the pictures, people who look like they were in their 40s. So I'm like, you're not exactly a young person. A dating preference is a dating preference. If she doesn't want to date somebody who's young, who's short, then so what? Like, what's the big deal?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I feel like you're still a person. You still desire what you want,
Yeah.
and you should be able to have that. And age should not be a prerequisite for you to have an opinion about your life.
So I defended her. I usually don't jump in and fight other people's fights, but I'm so sick of the ageism, and it's unfortunately it doesn't come from the young people.
I didn't read all the comments, but I am curious since you did. Was
I
it
read all.
was it mostly men
Mm-hmm.
who was okay? It wasn't the women who were see, and right there shows you that men have this mentality.
You really want to drill it down. It was black men who looked like they were in their 40s or so.
Well, yeah, she was a black woman, so
Yeah.
but not to say a white person or other person couldn't have an opinion about her opinion.
Right.
But yeah, it just goes to show you that men feel like older women, or as we age, we just become less desirable. And
They do
that
feel
is the
that way.
reason why they feel like they need to go younger,
Right.
right?
Right.
Because your old, crinkly, wrinkly ass should just be lucky to have somebody still breathing.
That's right. That's right.
You know, and
And
That's
it's no
ridiculous.
secret that many men desire younger women. And
But
okay,
that's for other reasons.
yeah, well,
Well-
we can expound on that.
Mhm.
But is there a problem with? You're a tall guy, so you probably have experience like the height is on like people.
Now I had this basketball foot phase, and all these women were 6'7" and taller, and they didn't want me at all. It was horrible.
Oh hush.
6'7". No. This woman though, let's go back to the woman. This
Yeah.
woman, to me, was a beautiful woman. She was still very shapely. She looked like she took care of herself. Her skin was nice. She was well put together. Why shouldn't someone who takes that good care of herself feel like she needs to just settle for anything?
Right. If I'm taking care of myself, then why would I want somebody who does not?
And I promise you this, she didn't turn 70 years old and decide that she didn't like short men. This is probably what she has felt her whole life.
Just like
Or maybe after dating one
just like
and doesn't
many,
want to do it again.
just like many men like younger women, many women like taller men.
Absolutely. And just because you get up in age
Yeah.
doesn't mean you want to just date a man because he's a man.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It's asinine, and I felt like the guy who was doing all the, when is this going to stop? That was the guy in the comments. When is this going to stop? When you're dead. that's when you will no longer have an opinion about what you want in life. Like, that's just.
And who are you to police other people's preferences?
It's a couple things at play.
Yes.
As it relates to the video, you know, and I mean, I've been guilty of this myself. I think that we just, you know, we look at age, our ages arbitrarily. Like, you know, I've told you all many times, I've shared with you all many times that I thought, like, when you were 50, you just fell off the edge of the earth. Like,
Right.
you had to start getting right with the Lord.
It sounded old.
You know,
when we
but-
were younger.
It
But,
did.
you know, and it came and went.
Yeah. It came and went.
And,
Exactly.
and, you know, and I didn't have a walker. You know,
You
the
didn't
only,
feel any different from when you were 40. It was just
the
like,
only real difference at 50 was that I did get that AARP card.
and you got gray hair.
Yeah, I've had gray hair since I was 16 years old.
Me too.
So it's never been that big of a thing for me. But I think that, you know, when that person, and I don't want to speak for them, but my take on it was they heard the age 70 and they treated it like how I used to think 50 was, that you just kind of fell off the edge of the earth.
Yeah.
Now, the question, should your preferences change? Yes, sometimes they should. Because, I mean, we thought a lot of, you know, I just saw a friend, and she always had to date a baller.
So I want you to, when you say yes, I need you to qualify. What preferences are we
Because
talking
I
about?
said so.
No,
Oh,
not
I
that.
can't say
Which
that.
one?
I can't say, no. I think that if you had something that was crazy, you know, that you did, you know, every you know, like we always hear this, everybody has to make six figures. You know, everybody has to do this. If it was something that was not based on reality or something that was attainable
Mm-hmm.
or something that didn't have a short window itself, yeah, you can date ballers when you're young because you're young and cute and got a popping body and all of those sort of things. No kids, always available, willing to take risks. But as you get older, those things change. You have kids. Body ain't popping like it used to be. You know, man, you are not willing to take the same risks that you used to take. So you can't look for the same outcomes and you're not willing to put in the same amount of work or able to even put in the same amount of work.
This one they did put in the work, if you ask me.
But I mean, I'm saying, but what she wanted was reasonable.
Yes.
I don't think the tall piece, you know, you like what you like, and you know, you can do anything you want to do. Don't ask me to pay for it, and it's fine. I love it. You like it, I love it. So,
I
I think,
asked you to pay for it.
yeah, no, you can do whatever you want to do. But
Okay.
at the moment, you like,
But that's the dating preference. That would be your dating preference. You don't want to date a brokey.
no, I'll date. Well, I would date someone who was financially challenged.
I said a brokey. You just said you can do whatever you
It's
want to do with your
true.
money.
It's two types of broke. You got broke because you made a couple bad decisions and you could have done some things different and better, and we can fix you. But if you permanently broke, no.
Why would anybody be permanently broke?
And you have said that you ain't fixing nobody at this old age.
I said could. I didn't say I was looking for it. You know, I'm saying I could fix somebody. But no, am I going to do it?
No.
Probably not.
Right. No.
But if you are permanently broke, 3 words, no, I ain't got nothing for you. I'm gonna send you to the Lord because that's the only person that can help you.
Yeah. I feel like, I mean, I do understand to a certain degree that perhaps your dating preferences may need to be tweaked,
Mhm.
but do they need to age out? Absolutely not. I want what I want. I deserve what I know I deserve. If I'm giving this, I need for you to give that. And if I don't like the package that it comes in, if that does not press my on hot button, go button,
Mhm.
why should I have to,
I agree.
why
So-
should I have to entertain it?
So I'll say this. I agree with you on that certain things, certain dating preferences do age out because in the 80s when, what's his name? Like Albie Shore, you know, the light skin, curly hair. Oh, and then, oh, does he have a nice car? Like a lot of the people had that mentality. As you grow older, that stuff doesn't matter anymore. And you start to think, okay, I want a man who looks nice. I'm not really, everybody is not concerned about skin color. Some people grow out of that, some people don't. Some people hold on to those preferences. But certain things like, does he have a nice car? People, we kind of like age out of that. Is he a good person? Is he going to treat me well? Is he generous with his time? Does he have room for me in his life? Things like that become important. But most women feel like if they have a man who is physically larger than them, taller, weighs more, then we feel protected. Now, it may not always be the case, but that is generally how we feel, and that's something that's one of those things that we don't get away from.
This doesn't feel good, honestly, looking down. Holding your head out of its natural spine position is uncomfortable. So a woman who has to always look down at somebody, especially if she wants to wear heels, is just not comfortable. Even outside of that's not what she wants. Even if she decided to do it, it's not good for her posture. I'm just giving you reasons of why she may not want to date
Well,
a short dude.
and when a man holds me, I want his arm to be bigger than mine. I want to feel protected. I don't want some little chicken wing wrapped around me, and it's
To hold hands, it's gonna be like I gotta bend down to get your hand.
I don't like skinny, and I don't want to date somebody shorter than me.
And that is your prerogative.
And that's my prerogative.
Absolutely.
And I'll be 60 this year. And at 60, that's my preference. I'm 5'7".
And guess what? That's not gonna change.
It is not going to change.
But one of the ones that I've seen change, was, in their 30s. I knew women that were like, I'm not gonna date a bald guy. And
Everybody's bald now.
yeah.
And now that's like a preference.
It's like,
That
yeah,
is
give me a beard.
Guess
I want
what?
a beard. I want him to have a beard.
She may decide she wants to date younger people because she doesn't like bald heads. That could be her thing.
I
Whatever.
don't think that her thought processes are really like all that complex. Because I'm thinking
We are
about
putting
one
a
person.
net,
I'm thinking
but,
about one person, but it changed. She's like,
Yeah.
man, I don't like people that like me.
There you go.
And I'm like, welcome. Wow.
You like people, and that's okay for some people, but that's not going to be okay for everybody. You can't just say, "Oh, you like me? Fine, let's do this thing." I don't like anything about you, but just because you like me, I'm supposed to. All right, let's do it because I'm 70. It just sounds so ridiculous to me.
A lot of our choices,
except what you can get.
a lot of our
Yeah,
choices
so who cares?
in our youth are
You need a
predicated.
nurse. Okay.
Are predicated on beauty and vanity and those sort of things. And I think that always exists to an extent, but I think that it's not as important as we get older. I think that we realize that, man, I need somebody that's not going to wreck my credit. I need somebody that's not going to clown me on my job. I need somebody that, has a decent sense of responsibility and is willing to help pay bills or pay bills.
That, to me, makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
But when we looked at the poll and this was last year, we looked at the poll of what was important to men, those things that you're saying, even though they make complete sense, didn't rank very high. What a man was looking for was a lot of eye candy, was someone who could want and desire to have sex often, and just be kind.
I've had a man actually
Make them
tell
feel
me
good.
that.
Yeah.
He told me he was like, I don't really care about what she makes. I make the money. I just need her to, what you just said.
Yeah.
Keep herself together and then, and be
They
good to
said,
me.
I got the money. I'm good.
Yeah,
I don't
be
need
good to
you to
me.
be a power, alpha
Player,
chick. I don't
right.
need for you to do that. I need for you to.
I don't need you to be my equal. I need to know that you're in the race. I don't need you to win it. I do need to know that you're trying, and if you're trying, I am going to take care of the rest. I am going to do I'm going to do the heavy lifting. But if
because I don't want somebody.
if you put it on, if you hold that person to that beauty and that vanity standard, you're almost forcing yourself to date younger people. And the problem with younger people is this: they're great, they're wonderful,
Right.
but they haven't seen and done enough stuff. You are in a different space.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about retiring, and they're thinking about whether they should cuss their boss out and quit. It's different. We're in different places. And when we're in two people that are headed in not necessarily opposite directions, but divergent paths, can never get to the same place.
You might be 2 decades talking about cussing your boss out and quitting. If you
That's
are just
20-something.
yeah, that's 20-something. But if you at 60, your 50-year-old person is not going to be thinking. They
Not
close to
even-
retirement.
Not even a 40-year-old.
Not even right.
They're
They're
thinking that way.
yeah. No.
If,
Oh,
if
you
it,
must know something.
if it weren't
If
an
you know
HR issue, I would tell a very personal story right now. But
Breaking all kinds of laws. Right?
yeah, HIPAA, man, and all kinds of stuff. But that's not true. I mean, hopefully people they do mature in that fashion.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. And I've learned on a personal level, I need somebody in the same space that I'm in. And if they're not, that's bad.
I need somebody in the same space that I'm in. I want to be like-minded. That is our synergy. That's going to keep me engaged.
Mm-hmm.
But damn it, I want something nice to look at too. I take very good care of myself. I do.
And you do.
I don't
You too.
want
You do.
to
You
look
too.
at someone
Thank
who
you.
does not. And
I'm not saying you have to go get somebody like from Wicked or something, but I mean, but
I want them to care how I look. I want to care about how they look. I want to care how we look together. Not that I'm superficial, but I just feel like these are things that we care about.
You earn that, and you deserve that. And I mean, you're not gonna like be with Shrek or something, but can somebody have a little bit of a pouch?
But absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
for me,
okay.
yeah.
I don't even want.
I would rather date a man who's 20 pounds overweight. Than
Yeah,
20 pounds under.
Yeah, and I
I
don't want
just cannot
somebody who has to be a
stand
bodybuilder. You don't have to. You don't have to
No.
match me like that. I just want you to have the same interests as me.
We're in the same area.
1000%.
Okay.
But I also don't want him to be short.
And that's-
I'm with the 70-year-old woman.
You don't want to put them in your purse.
I do not want to put him in my purse or my pocket or in my shoe
Hey,
or
hey, but think about this.
or on the shelf.
If
Yeah,
y'all,
he's
if
too
y'all,
little like a
if y'all,
trinket.
if y'all, if y'all go to the movies, he get that child's fair.
No.
Come on, little fella.
It's my grandson.
Yeah,
Want to see an R-rated movie?
yeah, I was just so incensed by the whole, and everybody just eating her up. And I don't even know if she saw it, but I saw it. And it's just because it just represents a
The
phenomenon
Yeah.
of how people are thinking and treating us. And I say us, I mean women who are over 50. And it's got to stop. It's
Well,
ridiculous.
Well, I think
Like
that
we don't matter. Like our thoughts don't matter. Like and it's
we have to
nothing
look
can
at
be
what's
further from
really
the
there.
truth.
The internet is like this vast playground where you can just have all these internet gangsters. People can say and do all these things that they would never say and do to that person.
I always say that to people.
That they
I would
would.
never say that to my face.
You would never.
Never.
They wouldn't scream it at a rock concert. They wouldn't scream it amongst 70,000 people.
It's very cowardly, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can say all of this stuff, and where's all of this boldness? Because when you see these people, when you see these people in life, they don't have that same rah-rah energy. It's, like, hey, no, you was just, you was telling me, and
Yeah.
I thought, I came here ready for this.
Right.
It's not the same. So we have to look at that. I love that you pointed it out. I love that you stood on it and came to that lady's defense. But also we have to look at who we're fighting. A lot of these people are just miserable and hopeless,
No, that is true.
and they don't have anything else to do. And no matter what you did, if she came out there and said that she wouldn't date a man under 50, and she's 70. They'd be like, well, how come you can't date somebody 47? What are you complaining about?
Yeah. I feel like the double standard though is what bothers me. Because I 1000% believe that if it was a man who said he didn't want to date a 6'7" woman, it would be okay.
It would be okay.
I mean, if y'all want,
Because he would be in
It
his
would be
feelings
okay.
about
And I
being with an
accept-
Amazon.
And you know what? I
Yeah.
accept that there are double standards in many things. I'm okay with that. I don't have a problem with that. But just to nail it down, this ageism has got to stop.
Talking about 70.
if y'all
not
want
70,
to,
like,
if y'all want to stop that type of behavior, women have to start making the rules. And as long as men make the rules, they're going to be written to our advantage. And I mean, we do make the rules. We do say that, you know, it's great for a man, horrible for a woman. It's this, it's that. We even, you know, are allowed to define the beauty standards and what's acceptable and what's not. And it's not realistic. I mean, maybe the first step in that is you pointing this out today and saying, hey, you know, this is not right. I'm standing on it. But I think that women need to make the rules to some degree. Because, I mean, it's great to be a man. I tell you all this all the time. This is the greatest time on earth to be a man.
Well,
I didn't say it was fair.
yeah, I get it. But, you know, I guess I'm going to be the lone wolf out there because I'm going to have preferences. I'm going to speak my preferences. I'm not going to become small just to fit in your little, you know,
I think that you
crack in
should.
the door. I'm not doing that.
I think
I'm
because
going to
it's
want what I want. I'm going to get what I want.
maybe you're the person that changes it, or maybe you're the person that sparks the mind of the person that changes. Maybe some little person somewhere right now is watching you and like, man, hey, Janae made it better. I can do me. I can speak and stand on what I speak and stand on. But I think those things have to happen before we can ever, change or even modify the behavior. As long as men make the rules.
Yeah, but I get that. But there is no life without a woman, period. And whether you want to believe it or not, men make the rules, but pussy makes the world go round. It just does.
Now, that does have an expiration date.
It has an expiration date?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Even if you can't do anything with it, you still desire it.
But what do you mean? It has an expiration date?
It has a time where it's not as important. It
Because we
doesn't.
can always have sex. Y'all can't.
Exactly.
I'm not defending it. It's
Yeah,
not
no, I'm
about
just
me.
saying- tell me.
I'm just saying
Tell me how
that
that
there
has an
comes a
expiration
point.
date.
There becomes a point in a man's life where, yeah, it's important, but you don't get the same priority for it at 60 that you do at 30. Now, you may portray that. You may want to be out there.
Okay, so you're saying it's less desirable.
It's
like
less
our
desirable.
bodies are less desirable
If you
at 60 than 30. Okay.
if you sit around and listen to men, you see an old guy bunching young men, and the young guys are like, oh man, da 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 da, and the old man like, yeah, it look good, I can't do nothing with it. And that the priority is not the same. Those younger
Doesn't
guys.
mean he doesn't want to talk about it. Doesn't mean he doesn't want to look at it. Doesn't even mean he don't want to smell it. He just can't hit it.
No, he's saying that it's, because in their
Yeah.
minds it's old and it's worn out. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that the younger guys are like, man, did you see that? They got energy. The old man is like, yeah,
Oh,
it's cute.
because-
I can't do nothing with it.
Because he has ED.
I don't know what I don't
What,
know.
what are you saying?
Because what I said was it makes the world go round. I didn't put an age on it. I
Right,
didn't say
but you
But
say
I'm
that-
saying
you
that,
say
but
it
it does.
expires.
It does. It does.
So,
It
it
does.
expires
how-
for a
How
man.
For a
does
man.
pussy-
Yeah, men don't have the same priority with it
Okay.
at 60 as they do at 30.
They may not be chasing 12 of them, but it doesn't mean that they don't desire it.
I desire a Bentley. I ain't chasing that either.
Exactly. That's my point. But it's not like you don't desire to be in a
But
car.
at
You don't want to be on a
20
bus.
years old, man, I would have walked into a Bentley dealing with $500 and some ambition.
So you're saying that it expires. Pussy expires
The energy that we put towards it as men expires at some point. It's not
I
the
see.
same. It's not the. It doesn't hold the same value, the same weight with us as we get older.
because of your biological functions, because of
It
your
could be for
bodies.
any. I'm not going to narrow it down to that. It could be any number of things. It could be
Okay.
that man, if I get caught cheating one more time, that's it. She
Okay.
ain't staying.
That's what I said. You may not be chasing 12 of them, but that one that you have at home is important. My point is this.
Some of them are chasing.
But
clothes.
let
Well,
me say,
some of them are.
let me say this. There were times in my life, especially in my young life, where it dictated my every movement and action.
Mhm.
And it's, it's not even in the top 15 for me now. And it has nothing to do with what I can do or what I can't do. I'm just in a different space. It doesn't have the same importance to me now.
What's now more important than having sex with your woman? What's more important than
Having peace at home.
that? Okay, I was just wondering how you guys think.
Making sure that I'm still on my retirement track.
Okay,
Being here every Tuesday. It's a lot of stuff that's important that I have to do, that I want to do, and I can, I can look at it as a passion project. This is a passion project that I have to really put time and energy into, and I like being with my woman. I like doing it. Man, that's great. But I have to put energy into so many different things that I can't make that my number one priority.
Okay, that's fair.
I can't make it number 3.
you cannot make it number 3? Okay,
Mhm.
so it's important, but it's no longer top slot.
It's not everything.
It's not everything. Okay, all right.
It shouldn't be everything. I mean, the older we get,
Which
the older
is why,
we get, our parts get older. Yeah, even our desires. But when I said it makes the world go round, literally not just your world,
Mhm.
but it makes the world go round. Right? People are either chasing it to get it, chasing it to hell. They may want one that they weren't born with. It just makes the world go round. It rules the world. It really does. I stand by that.
yeah.
In some shape or fashion.
Yeah, priorities do change though, which is why so many people who are our age now are not having sex. A lot of people are celibate now.
And by choice
And
or
by
not by
choice,
choice.
yeah.
It could just simply be that they're
They haven't found that person.
exactly. But if they found the person, they wouldn't be celibate. You know what I mean? But
Where ain't nobody tricked them.
or maybe they're not trickable anymore. They're all tricked out. They know all the tricks.
I'm tricked out.
I'm tricked out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. Well, this was quite a lively conversation.
Definitely. Way to start the new
I
year
so
off.
enjoy having conversations with you guys.
I know.
I do.
I want to know what they think, though. I want to know, especially the men, do you actually feel that a woman should just accept whatever comes her way because she is older? Like, should she not have an opinion? Should she not have her own views of what she wants in her life? She should just accept any attention because it's some attention?
And
That's
listen,
just
if you're
crazy.
watching us and you've made comments, trust and believe we want to know what they are. But when we save the videos on the social media platforms,
It
the
doesn't
comments don't
say.
always save.
Yeah.
So if you're on my Instagram page, Kim Young at Any Age, or if you're on YouTube, Conversations Overheard, they do? Okay, so if you're
YouTube,
on
yeah.
IG, please, if you've made comments, because I can see some comments in there, please go back and drop your comments in there because I will respond. Please, and thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Anything else?
No, but it's good to be back.
It
I have a
is good.
personal question for you today. How many boots do you own?
It's for me to know, and no one else to know.
Okay,
And I have a personal question for you too, Kim.
I'm listening.
Open your eyes.
He said, open your eyes.
You think maybe this year I'll be able to name names?
No.
No,
Hold on, was I talking to you?
I just
At
answered.
what point?
It
At
doesn't
what
matter.
point was I talking to you?
It doesn't
No.
matter.
You will not be able to name
Not on this
names.
platform.
No. Thank you, everyone. Have
that
a
your
great
final
evening.
answer?
It is.
I was not talking to you.
Not on this
Have a
platform.
great evening. Thank you for tuning in. And like I said, if you're on my IG page, please, go back and write your comments and retype them out so I can come back to them.
You can tell us who ate the most ribs.
I am
That
waving
you made.
to y'all. Thank you. You guys are wonderful.
You were being
Okay.
like-
So,
No. No,
all right,
no
we'll
names.
The movie-
See you
movie
soon.
died.
Bye. Thank you.
Discretion is everything. All right, guys.
Oh my
Let me finish. finish this.